there, my name is Mike Munzing, and each week I bring these videos to you so we can cover what's pertinent in the mortgage industry as well as the real estate industry, even touch on a little bit of politics. But this week, I want to talk about the rates to start off with. Be sure and go to my website at www.mikemunzing.com and print up my rate sheet for the week. The rates have been fantastic. What a great week for your buyers. If you look at the conforming rates, those are getting down near about 4.25 with some points. No points, a little bit higher. What I want to point out though, is if you get down to the jumbo rates, those jumbo rates are about 4.75 with minimal points. I can get that to you at 60% loan to value up to $3 million. What a fantastic rate. We haven't seen rates like that for quite some time. So print that up, take it with you to your open house, and give me a call. During the week, I searched the internet, looked for areas to find good reports for you. This next report I want to touch on real briefly. It is in the truthaboutmortgage.com website. It talks about California realtors, that's you guys, are saying that the new conforming loan limit dropping to the 625 will hamper our recovery. Obviously, that's going to hurt. Our county, Orange County primarily, is not being hit quite as hard. We're at the max. We're topped out there. We went from the 729 down to the 625. But if you look at the website, it talks about all of the different counties. The largest difference is in Monterey County, and that amount is going to drop by about $246,000. We're dropping by about $104,000. Yeah, it's going to hurt if you're in that little bit of a margin there. If you have clients who are looking to refinance, certainly have them give me a call. We can look at the numbers and see what the values are doing. But that is definitely an area of interest that'll hamper that little section in there. But as I mentioned a little bit ago, some of those jumbo rates are really coming back into play. They haven't been for quite some time, so that should open up that part of the market just a little bit more. Now, what I did look at this week was the Orange County Realtor magazine. Got the one that just came out in the mail there. Rather interesting. If you open that up, I do want to bring up the article real briefly by John Campbell, Congressman Campbell. Now, I've had some issues with John Campbell in the past, and he does say that the solution is going to be found in the middle. I don't know what he quite means by that, but what I did hear him talk about recently, which I was almost taken back and somewhat offended by, was proposing another first-time homebuyer credit program of about $20,000. I don't know if he's been moving forward on that, but that is not where we need to be. We need to stop all this government intervention, all these first-time homebuyers. Heck, we had an $8,001 one last year. Sure, it helped at the time, but when they cut that off, it really just hits our market hard. We need to get more of a stable scenario, maybe lighten up on the underwriting guidelines. We need to get more buyers, not just give them money that we don't have as a federal government. Did you hear about FHA? I saw it on Brian and Frank's video the last couple of days. They're talking about putting $1 trillion into loans to help about 30,000 homeowners. And these programs are geared towards folks who aren't working, already have bad credit, minimum of 3 months without making a payment. These loans are going to default right and left. You might as well give the $1 trillion away. Heck, they're making it tougher for your buyers and my buyers, and then they're just going to give $1 trillion away. None of this seems to make sense. It's quite shocking in a lot of ways. What I do want to jump over to is, as I often mention, my friend Paul Shepard does a good job with this. He's another competitor out there, been a longtime friend for a couple of decades. But Paul touches on the benefits of FHA loans right now. We've covered a lot of this, but it's always good to go back over it so you remember. A lot of the realtors, a lot of you have mentioned, hey, we're kind of nervous about these FHA loans. What do we have other than FHA? Hey, let's focus back on what's great about FHA, because these loans are getting easier to put down. I got a couple down in the last week or so, and they are getting a little bit simpler. They're greasing the skids there. But let's look what's going on here. Number one reason for FHA is the ease of qualifying. Paul makes some good points in that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have put some credit score adjustments in their pricing. And I love his comment here that trying to price out a conforming loan right now is like carving a wooden shoe. It's so much work to get to the point where you know where it's at. Heck, I can't even put my financing sheets for conforming loans on the website because there are so many variations that I'll never get it right. So I use FHA and VA, which have very little adjustments, and you can have credit scores down into the 620 level. But that's fantastic. Obviously, the best rates for conforming are way up there above the 740 credit score, which FHA does not have all those adjustments. It's quite good. Reason number 2, well, he mentions the higher loan limits. Now, that's going to be taken from 729 down to 625 again. But for a long time, those FHA loans were less amount, certainly, than conforming. But now they've brought those up, matches up with conforming. They've been a fantastic program there. Reason number 3 is probably one of the best reasons, is the lower down payment in this market right now. It's 3.5% down. And that down payment can be entirely a gift from an immediate family member. That is a fantastic aspect to FHA. A lot of folks don't have a big down payment, so still this is a great way to get in. It's also helping, and I've helped a few folks who have been going through this, those who have sold their homes, existing homes, and because of the drop in the value, they did not get out what they thought they were going to get out, but we were able to use FHA and get them into another home. It's been working great. The 4th reason, as we mentioned before, minimum credit scores, in some cases as low as 620. And finally, another great reason is the co-signing of a family member. I ran into one of those today where they could not go FHA, but needed the family member co-signer. So we're probably going to have to find another property. They need the FHA because dad can't come in and sign as a non-occupying co-borrower without the FHA program. And that just is such an advantage with that. So once again, FHA is bringing some solid, good programs to you. And their rates are fantastic as well. Okay, before I send you off to the weekend, I want to touch base real quick on what I'm doing politically. I know I was in the paper quite a bit a week ago with my Andrew Breitbart event, and the media did pick up on the fact that I had filed, I mentioned this before at some of the meetings, with the Federal Elections Commission to run for United States Congress for the House for the districts. But I also made the comment that I had to wait to see how the redistricting came down. And the way it does look, it's as though the music has stopped and there isn't really a chair for me to run for. 3 of the guys, Daryl Issa, Dana Rohrabacher, and Ed Royce, will be converging on the area where I live in Aliso Viejo. So I respect all 3 of those guys. I won't run against them. So what I'm planning on doing, and I love your support, love your help, always appreciate your encouragement, and it's a ways off, but Aliso Viejo City Council is what I will be running for. So if you work and live or just work in Aliso Viejo, I'd love to touch base with you, chat a bit, and if you can get the word out for me, it's going to be absolutely appreciated. I'm going to need to get some word in the streets. A lot of you know me, but the average resident, I'm going to need some help. All right, hey, we're coming into a beautiful weekend. Let's work together. Be sure to go to my website and take a look at my online application. It works great for your clients, gets them approved quickly, authorizes me to pull their credit, and we can get you an approval letter right away. It'll work great. But give me a call this weekend. I'll be at 949-689-5626. Go to my website. Lots of fun stuff there. Tools, tips, flyers, great information. But I put these videos there as well as other market updates every day. So look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with your buyers. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Let's stay close together. Let's keep working hard, and we'll make it through. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.